Con-
Okay,
true
so
true consent is the cornerstone to all BDSM. The safe word is garlic.
The submissive
Continue.
has all the power.
last time we met a couple of very interesting myconids. We met, as my voice tries to fail on me.
In the words of my friend Jade, how dare it?
We met.
She sounds familiar.
Of course, everything's a mess as per usual.
In another one of my games, I play an 8th level dwarf druid of the spores. I love him. He's dirty. He hasn't showered in 50.
He's probably growing spores out of him.
And yeah, he does. Most of them come out of his belly button. And when he casts blight, he farts.
There it is. We met the Builders Circle leader, Gaspide, who was intent on building a tower. And we met Hiboppi, the leader of the Circle of the Growers. And you met both of these on your way up to the north, trying to get up to find where this Grick Alpha is.
Right.
Death on a cracker. Yep.
And we're fighting the Grith
As a favor.
as a favor.
That was some good strawberries and blueberries.
The very first myconid you met when you entered this area asked for you guys to kill the Shambling Mound, which you already have, and to kill the Crick Alpha to the north and bring it back.
Because meats.
The essence of it was that you were asked to bring its carcass to the Sovereigns for reanimation.
Oh, because we were originally told because they wanted it because of food. So this is different now.
It's meant to become a spore servant.
Aslan, get your butt out of my face.
That's right. It was Lube 'em Up. We were trying to remember who that one character was. Lube 'em Up was the one asking us to go after the Greek elf.
Did he clarify what purpose this spore servant was going to fulfill?
Not really, beyond just kind of helping the myconid.
He just really wants a tower.
Because there's something weird about building this tower in the Underdark. It's not normal. I'm convinced there's something weird about this.
You didn't get the same feeling from Lubamub as you did from, like, Gaspide. And Lubamub was very intent to say that there's something weird going on with Philo, Sovereign Philo, and that Sovereign Basidia was the one that it followed, was loyal to.
But we left Gaspide, right? We're like halfway to this Grick Alpha, I think.
You guys had found the trail of the Grick Alpha.
And now he's gonna murder it. Onwards.
Yes, let's go find it. We'll bring it back to Lubabub. Is that who we're bringing it back to?
Lubabub, yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Who will
and
then
we can maybe.
take everybody to the Sovereigns.
Yes, that's right. Okay. So a means to an end.
More or less.
So where was the trail? Wait. Am I on this map?
Yeah, there's a pin, current location. I think that's where we're at, right?
Oh, there I am. I'm in the back. Or the front, depending on which way you look at it.
Oh my.
Well, let's drudge up and find this Grick.
So we're at the Shambling Mound location?
No. I did just
we
reshare the
killed.
Neverlight Grove map. You're all the way to the north, in that big green circle.
Oh, current location. Okay, got it. Alright, so it looks like we head north.
Whether we want to or not.
I assume north is straight up on this map.
As we're walking along, whoever's closest to me, I just kind of quietly whisper,
Grab their ass.
keep an eye on Sareth.
And Tashe will respond back. Yes, I already am.
Nah, he's fine.
He's just giving into his inner shroom. It's fine. Everything will be fine. Clickety clackety clickety.
Well, right now, I trust Topsy Turvy and Eldith more than Sareth.
I have to say, out of all of them, Eldith appears to be the most normal. So far.
And they're were rats.
'cause that was
That's
a-
saying
that's 'cause-
something.
That's what I mean.
Eldith was a previous player. That's why.
No.
What? Really? No, that was the other guy he left. Like, literally.
Not synth.
Bard
No.
guy.
This is not the dwarf that you started with. You never saw her again.
This is not the dwarf you were looking for.
That was Shell's character, right?
Yeah. Shell's
Oh.
character disappeared.
That no. Okay.
Oh. Oh well. They lived, they loved, they got swallowed by the Underdark. It's fine.
I assume that's north.
Ah, we're underground, everywhere's north. We're gonna say up is north.
Oh, these big long maps.
Yeah, I've already lost
Yeah.
track of it.
You guys are all the way at the bottom of it.
There we go. Fuck. Okay, there we go. Well, I'm gonna move up front where I can smash things. I have danger sense apparently. Yay.
I'm practicing my tumbling, apparently.
Mm-hmm. Just tumble as you move forward.
You all have free movement for the moment.
Let's go.
Well, the moment's over. Perception time.
So it looks like 2 different paths, maybe 3.
Possibly a chamber. The 2 paths.
Kind of like someone's bladder.
I'm gonna cast light on my little coin like I normally do.
Okay.
I'm gonna go up here just a short jaunt just to see if some others want to check out the other ones and kind of take a look.
There we go.
Yeah,
I
I'll
didn't
go
mean
up
to.
as,
I don't even know how I
yeah, you go
accidentally
up.
locked them.
Whoops. Should do a perception for the 3 tunnels, I suppose. Or I guess she's just running all the way up there. That works too. Well, I guess I'll go down this way. Do. Surely nothing will go wrong. And it goes all the way back out. Quick little hop over.
I think these two are going to be merging shortly.
Yeah, more than likely.
Get your nose out of my shorts. What am I going to do with you?
Oh, you know.
Are we
Mr.
stealthy or anything?
At the moment, we're just kind of running down this, or nonchalantly walking down this hall, I suppose.
We're like a bunch of children. La la la.
La 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 la.
We're off to see the wizard.
We're off to visit the pisser. We had too much lemonade.
Ooh, stairs. Oh, aren't you adorable?
He has a bit of a nasal issue. Was born with it. He's getting his tummy webbed. Isn't that right? Stop licking my nose.
9. You're denied.
And after all the PCs move to locations, then the NPCs will go, okay, we're gonna teleport.
Oh, they haven't teleported.
No, I know, as in you'll move them all. You move all of them after we finally get to our destination.
Well, I mean, there's a reason why tokens are locked in. NPCs, yeah, they'll be up there with you guys.
I want to check
Hmm?
those stairs for traps.
Hmm?
Well, you aren't gonna
No.
quite get that close.
Well, hello there.
Okay, Hubble, I'm gonna have to put you down. Stop
Aw,
clicking that.
Okay.
denied.
Oh my.
And stop smelling my finger.
So,
Sounds like a little piggy.
That's about as
Aw.
loud. The thing is, though, that's as loud as he ever gets. He has almost no meow because his vocal cords are kind of fucked.
Oh.
Poor baby. Oh, hi, what the fuck?
Hello.
Yeah,
Wait a minute. What is that?
that's the
That's a
Grick.
Grick Alpha.
That's a Greek Alpha right there.
That's a eunuch.
And that's the mini Grick.
That reminded me of a grown illithid slug.
Oh, Neil Felid?
Illithid slug.
That's totally Stranger Things right
The Neothelids.
and at this point, I need everyone to roll initiative.
Prescott says, fuck you!
Wait, what? Oh, initiative, yes.
It surprised me. I would have been faster if I would have remembered
Use
how to
less
cast
lube?
my spell.
Wait, you have a +4 to initiative? Goddamn. Oh, he has a. No, it's Eldritch Blast. For a moment,
Oh,
I thought he had a
about-
+6 to initiative. I'd have been like, what the fuck?
About to, I have a +4 to initiative.
I
Goddamn.
have a +5 or 6 on my monk.
Wow.
Wow.
I mean, to be fair, I roll for Stool too, because he doesn't get caught in the NPCs. And he rolled the 17. With no bonus.
Hey.
That fucking mushroom has me
So-
beat.
It's bad when the mushroom has a faster initiative as you.
Okay, so Thulwar, go ahead and do your thing. Are you wanting to move there?
You have a pretty good angle where you're at this point.
Saren?
Sorry, I had to deal with the little critter.
Okay.
Repeat that, please.
What would you like to do? Did you want to move
First
back?
of all, I'm moving back. Thank you. And second, if I can, popping a turret. So I'm pretty sure that'll probably use up all of my stuff, wouldn't it? To be fair, I'm still a little shaky on what all I can do when I pop turrets and how much actions I still have afterwards. So
it's an action to pop your turret, but I think you already did it today, because I'm pretty sure it's the same day as the Shambling Mound, unless you guys took a rest.
well, in that case, I probably won't have my turret then. So I'll just be me and my crossbow, my spells, right?
Yes. You can use a spell slot to summon your turret if you prefer.
probably useful then. So pop a spell slot. Force Ballista. Um, well, that's not what I wanted to roll. Sorry, I keep forgetting where the little thing is, so I can actually put down the damn button. I'm sorry. It's been to be fair, it's been several weeks.
It has been.
Use the thing that launches the thing.
Thank you. And that's actually almost exactly where I want. That's almost exactly where I wanted it too. So
Cannot even hit anything from there.
I was going to basically have it on the border right there. Based on the actually on the line.
So
No.
basically on your head, essentially.
Yeah, basically kind of like how Stool is on Brad. Exactly.
Fantastic.
There you go.
There we go.
All right. And am I able to still use one attacks, or am I done now? If I'm done, I'm done. I got no problem. Just like I said, it's been a while since our last one, so lots been going on for me.
That would be your action. You can use your bonus action to make it attack.
Totally. Okay. All right. So that. Okay, it's got to target the Grick.
It's still you technically targeting it.
Oh, okay.
In that case,
I needed to do that for basically for the ballista to actually have its attack roll proper.
well, the roll itself comes from your character, not from the turret itself.
Oh, well.
It still works.
Yeah.
That definitely hits.
I annoy it. And I'm done. I should probably
Good job.
I should probably open up the combat tracker. There we are. And done.
I like how we're on round 2.
Holy hell, that thing's fast.
It rolled really well.
It's adorable.
You guys weren't trying to stealth.
Technically, to be fair, I did try.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
was
just
stealthy,
the axe.
Well, yeah,
but not everybody behind me.
I don't think an 8 is gonna beat their passive perception.
Yeah, I didn't say I did it. I did it successfully. I just said I tried.
I was stealthy just fine, but it was like coming up alongside.
And well. You watch as the Grick actually climbs the wall to get around.
No.
Okay. Great.
And it's currently right behind and above Ashok.
This isn't scary as fuck.
What kind of sound do they make? Like a sloshing sound.
Grick.
Grickanese. So he just teleported over there, didn't he?
No.
He-
No, he ran along the side of the wall.
You really suck at listening.
I was distracted. Cat's being adorable.
It was like the Men in Black car in the tunnel. He
Ah,
ran up
yes.
the side.
Just slithered along the wall.
Pretty much.
Then
I
the
would
roof, then the
imagine
wall again.
it's not trying to dig. I would imagine it's not making a whole lot of noise. Probably some scraping against the wall. That's about it.
We were told their various weaknesses by the NPCs. Did we figure out the Gricks, or was it just the Shambling Mountains?
Well, the Gricks were resistant against non-magical slashing, piercing damage.
So don't. Okay. Is that it?
That's all that you managed to recall about Grix. Because you guys didn't actually ask the NPCs. That was off of your own knowledge.
I could have sworn we actually did because they told us something. Okay.
You guys made nature checks on the Grick and the Shambling Mound.
Okay then. Okay.
And it swings out with tentacles at Ashok.
I duck.
They're actually whale dicks. It's a whale dick Grick.
And since it hit with its tentacles, it gets to make a second attack. With its beak, it tries to bite you.
Rude.
But you just
Rude
managed to
ass.
dodge just out of the way. And of course, next up is Turvy, all the way in the back.
Harvey, no!
Oh, wait. Yeah, Turvy. That's the right one. It's okay. You watch as, well, I guess nobody really watches because they're behind you, but Turvy kind of squeezes up against the wall, lining up just right, and shoots their crossbow at the Grick that just attacked. Because it can see it better. And that's definitely a miss, but it gets 2 of them.
That's a little bit better.
Just a little. Doesn't do a whole lot of damage given it's not a magical weapon, but it works.
You mean were rats don't have magical punches and bites?
Not quite.
I mean, that was a crossbow. And
Now for the crazy dwarf. No, I don't know. Dwarf guy. Anyway.
He is going to double move to get up in range. But that is all it can do. Basically get up in there. Okay. And now it's the Grick Alpha.
Where's Thalwire on the map?
Thor is back in the corner on the left, underneath the big B.
Oh, okay, there he is.
The Grick is going to swing with its tail at Ashok.
And all of a sudden, I feel real lucky.
It was awful lucky.
But if
You're gonna use one of your luck
yeah,
to try
I'm gonna
and
use it.
let
Yep.
me.
I'll check off. This will be my second one.
Wow, he didn't even get. He couldn't hit you with a 26?
Oh, the 26 did hit. Ashok is going to make him re-roll.
Do I roll the 20 or does he roll the 20?
It looks like you rolled the 20 or the d20. And then it's your choice.
I think I'll use the 8.
8.
Because that 26 is with his bonuses, right?
Yes.
I can't imagine he.
Your 8 will actually make him miss.
I grin.
Just barely, but
See Ashok run up the side, flip over, and land back on his feet as the tail goes underneath him.
Haha! As it
That's
has a
huge.
second attack.
Boing.
oh,
Right into his second attack.
that was the tail. He's going to attack something with his tentacle now.
I'm still feeling lucky, but I may not use it this time.
And it's going to tentacle attack. It's going to tentacle attack Tungdell.
No, not me. I don't want to be
making Nuka-Cola, so just let me know when my turn's up.
It missed.
Yay! No tentacle rape for me.
Lucky.
And then it's Topsy, who's also all the way down here in the corner.
Borscht.
Well. Topsy is going to shoot at the Grick because there's no good angle on the Alpha.
I just told my cat to put his penis away.
Lovely.
That's disturbing.
Amazing.
He's laying on his back, sleeping, and it's just there.
Throbbing Robin.
Brings us to Ashok.
Ashok is going to cast Frostbite on the Grick Alpha. Oop, wrong one. I gotta hit the save button.
We did learn it was immune to a lot of things though as well, didn't we?
Well, resistant.
Or was that the other one?
The other one was.
That was the other one.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I didn't have him. All right, now I have him targeted.
And it made it save.
Okay, so nothing happens on a failed save. And right after I release the Frostbolt, I use a bonus action, and suddenly everybody sees a fiery blade show up in my hand. And I cast a flame.
A meta question. This is actually what I was going to do. I was going to do Hellish Rebuke on it, which is fire damage. So I'm very keenly curious if it's
Hellish
weak.
Rebuke is a reaction spell. Can
Not
only
Hellish
be...
Rebuke. I have one of the fire. I have a fire spell. Shush. I have something or other. But yeah, so I'm curious how this goes.
So that's a... Well, I mean, he starts it. That's as far as he got so far.
How did the ice go? Was it effective or no?
It missed.
No, well, then never mind. Good job, Quinn.
Yeah, I missed, and then I conjured a flame blade. So I'm standing there. I'm not going to move, but I am now holding a bright, shiny, glowing flame blade.
Is the flame blade a spell as well as frostbite?
Yes.
So can you cast 2 spells if one's a bonus action?
The
Yes. You
first
can
one was
cast...
a cantrip.
Frostbite is a cantrip. So in this case, yes. If they had both
So you can
been
cast a cantrip and a spell?
as long as they're... If the bonus action spell has a spell level, you can't cast another leveled spell as your action, but you can still cast cantrips.
Cool. Okay, awesome. I didn't know that. That's awesome. That's great.
And that's specific only for the bonus action spells.
Right, right.
Doesn't
Yeah,
count the
'cause I
same for
use
reactions.
right, because healing word is a bonus action. So if I cantrip, then I can use healing word as a bonus action, right?
Yes.
Cool. Okay, awesome.
I look back at everybody. Hey, look at this.
Was it effective?
No, he
I can't.
can't attack with it. He basically made his weapon a fire blade.
Oh, I get it. Whoosh.
Yeah, then I can use it next turn.
I understand now.
Okay. And so it's Tungdale's turn.
Yay! Not sure if that worked
Hey,
properly.
you did. You have that on there twice. You don't need it on there twice.
Well,
You did it
weird.
right. It
I
just
don't know
already
why it's
was
on there
there.
twice.
It's fixed. It's okay.
Yay! Okay. Yeah, it would be unfortunate if it doubled up somehow.
Yes.
Ba-da-ba-ba. Really? A 3? Son of a bitch. A goddamn 3. 3.
I mean, yes, you missed,
That's not
but there's
one.
still an effect that happens. Oh, never mind.
That's just a great sword
First
attack.
creature you hit with an attack.
Mhm. And I don't have a second attack on this one, unfortunately. So that's literally nothing. Oof.
I believe you will next level.
Yeah, I get 1. If I go Berserker, I would get 3, but I only get the 2 with this one. Which is
Could
okay.
be worse.
Yeah. We needed something that was somewhat tanky.
I mean, if all else fails, you still have resistance to the damage that you've seen the Grix do.
Mm-hmm. Good, I have resistance to tentacle rape. Fantastic. Anyway, next turn.
Wait, what?
Just because it makes token management a little bit easier. The one you didn't see.
What? And then I yell again, hey guys, look at this. And I point to the new crick.
Lord of Light, help us.
I
It's
point my
spawning
sword at
more.
it. Badly.
Hold on, little buddy.
That's okay, it missed. With advantage.
Needs more porn. Silver isn't drunk enough for this yet.
Nope.
Ashak yells, come on, Sareth, you crazy bastard.
Seraph actually has a decent shot. You watch as Seraph pulls a crossbow. It looks really super bulky out of the shadows. And aims it at the Alpha and fires. And misses.
What the
You
fuck?
not so crazy bastard.
Yeah,
I want
what are,
blood, blood,
what are-
blood.
Oh, so you've been watching Hack Inc. But
What?
Like, how high are these fuckers AC if none of us can hit them?
He rolled
It's
a
like
High
4.
enough.
wolves.
Oh, fine. I see how it is. Well, when you suck, then yeah.
There's no cheese in the Underdark.
All right, Quinn, are you gonna be my cheese daddy?
But there's a lot of whining.
That brings us back to Prescott.
Ah!
That didn't sound good.
No, I just knocked over a funnel.
Oh, so it was a broken Nuka-Cola. Does it explode?
No, thankfully. Well, actually, kind of. If I pour it too fast, it will explode on me. It'll fizz. It'll fizz everywhere. Okay.
And
Fuck
out of Prescott's
everybody.
nose comes a great flame.
Yeah, if only. But also, fuck apparently everyone around me. I'm just gonna do Arms of Hadar. Hadar? I'm joking, by the way. I'm joking. I'm so joking.
I was about to say, you're not even close to anything. You would only hurt your allies.
I would hit Grick 1 and then that's it. I would hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 friendlies and 1 enemy.
Wait till I cast
Just
Thunderwave my
hit
next
Grick
turn.
and yeah, just hit Grick and just goose everyone else.
Can you shape? Can you shape your spells yet?
Eh?
Or is
He's
that
not.
a different class? Oh, he's not a
not. Yeah, he's a warlock.
Or not a sorcerer is the one who can shape their spells.
Generally sorcerer.
I digress in the metagame.
Trying to debate on if Phantasmal Force. I wonder if these things are dumb.
You have
Yeah,
no
you
clue.
can't be smarter than us.
Well, so you craft an illusion that takes root in the mind of the creature that you can see within range. The target must make an intelligence saving throw. On a failed save, you create a phantasmal object, creature, or other visible phenomenon of your choice. I was going to create something that would it can't be larger than a 10-foot cube. I was going to create a really big myconid behind it. It's food. The target can use its action to examine the phantasm, but these are, I would presume they're relatively dumb. The target realizes that the phantom is an illusion. The spell ends. While a target is affected by the spell, the target treats the phantasm as if it were real. The target rationalizes any illogical outcomes from interacting with the phantasm. For example, a target attempting to walk across a phantasmal bridge that spans a chasm falls once it steps onto the bridge. So I just kind of want a mic in it that it can't hit. Like for whatever reason, it just is impossible for this thing to hit and kind of get its attention off of us.
I mean,
And I can damage it.
it would be an illusion. So, I mean, it definitely can't hit an illusion.
No, but it until it realizes it's one.
Assuming that it takes an action to realize that rather than attack. I'm not saying don't do it.
Well, no, because it's only a 1d6. So, like, realistically.
It's a 1d6 forever.
No, as long as it realizes it's. As long as it knows it thinks it's real.
Yeah. As long as it hasn't seen through it. You watched it attack twice on its turn, if you're after the alpha. It would have to choose to either attack or try and see through your illusion.
Well, what's its investigation skill at? Oh, don't give me that look.
I don't know.
Don't give me that look.
More like you don't know.
Well, I haven't cast it yet. And it's either that or darkness. And while darkness would be
That
great
would
for
be ill-advised.
yeah, while darkness would be great for me, not so much the rest of the party.
Does that like engulf any light producing things or?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so like my flame blade wouldn't counter that for where I'm standing.
No.
You have to have a magical dark vision to see through it.
Ooh, that could actually be really bad. Because it does say that if this spell's area overlaps with an area of light created by a spell of second level or lower, the spell that created the light is dispelled.
Whew.
So I
Ashraf's
would lose my
flame
flame
blade
blade. Yeah.
creates light.
Okay, not doing you. So then that really realistically leaves, yeah, Phantasmal Force.
Phantasmal Force or one of your cantrips.
All right, but I at least want to try something different. I don't think I've ever used one of my level 2 spells. Yeah. So then I'm going to make, so I can see the Grick. Technically, it just needs to be made within the range of any Grick, but all 3 of them would be.
It targets one creature.
Okay. Then I would rather target the Grick Alpha then.
It's within range and you can see it well enough, especially considering your dark vision.
I don't think I'm going to be able to easily get a 10 cubic foot Myconid behind it, but I'm going to get a Myconid as big as like the biggest Myconid it's ever seen, the biggest food source period possible. But this Myconid has, like, well, it would have to be a normal Myconid. It's doing psychic damage. It's not actually attacking.
Are you wanting it to, like, slam at the Grick? Or just stand there?
Yeah, no, I want it to feign like it's attacking.
You want the Grick to think it's being attacked by a Myconid from behind.
By food. By food, yes.
I was just specifying, because if a Myconid was just there, that it does no damage.
Plus,
if you're making the illusion look like it's attacking, then it can do the damage.
yeah.
Make your blow up, Mike. It in.
I wonder if
you know that thing of being careful of your words.
I am so glad that Brad does not have access to a wish spell right now.
Mordenkainen has a wish.
So yes, a Myconid behind it as big as possible, attacking the Grick.
The alpha.
Yeah.
So target the alpha.
I am. So do I still have to just roll cast?
Roll the one that actually says save.
Well, clicking on it is doing nothing.
The little die by save.
Uh-huh.
Is it targeted?
Yes.
That right there that I just did for you.
Go.
Damn, you've been owned.
I'm fucking. Oh, that's Eldritch Blast. Wait a minute.
She's twisting your trunk.
I haven't even started drinking yet.
Well, that actually rolled even lower than I did, and both of them were failures.
Great. My chair just broke.
This party is sucking.
Oh, Brad.
I mean, it's an arm and we can fix it.
This is the one I've been having problems with for a while.
Eldith and Tashay still can be our winners.
So the one that I rolled was a total of 2. The one that Brad rolled was a -1
You have a minus
How?
modifier.
for the save. I mean, that's actually very good. You want them to roll low.
Oh.
That's their saving throw against your effect.
Oh. I really hope it's dumb.
It must be. It rolled a -1.
It must be dumb. Brad created it.
Yeah, it's got to have some pretty low intelligence. I'm assuming it's an intelligence save.
Yeah, so none of you guys are aware because you don't see it. It's entirely in the Grick's mind. But suddenly, the Grick looks confused, the Alpha specifically, and seems to believe it's being attacked from behind.
Yeah, it's dumb. I start getting nervous thinking there's something else back there.
And that is a concentration.
With my free, with a free action, I let everybody in earshot know that I casted a Phantasmal Force on it. What you doing to my spell that I can see you typing letters into?
I'm making sure that it has the concentration effect that it doesn't currently.
How dare you? Hi, kitty.
I think
I
that's
can't remember,
right.
does Fantasy Grounds auto roll that, or do you still have to roll it?
It'll read that C as concentration like it's supposed to, and automatically roll it when the person's attacked.
Okay.
Okay. So then I just roll damage now.
I already did. You were over there doing things. I wanted to move on. You rolled a
Are
3.
you talking to Brad or the cat?
The cat answers.
I mean, seriously, that was at that point it was a legitimate question based on the directionality of Jade's voice.
Well, I was mostly talking to Brad.
You got the response from the cat.
Yes, as per usual.
Joe.
How is that usual? Are you calling me a cat?
No, so basically the cat responds better than you do.
You better just drink your Nuka-Cola.
I'm hugging a cat. Fuck you.
The Nuka-Cola comes after.
Nuka-Cola pussy.
Eldith pulls out her longbow. And
It does the thing.
She should do a braid whip with her hair.
Surprise Futanari.
attacks the Grick that snuck between the two of the people up front.
She hit. Yeah.
She hit, it goes down. No, it doesn't.
And of course, as per usual for me, one attack of the multi-attack hits, and the other doesn't. That brings us to Tashay.
Tashay's gonna hold her hand out to right in front of Grick Six's face and cast 3 scorching ray bolts at. Wow, what are the odds?
That was...
Wow.
Holy cow, this was a rough
Oh.
round.
Ow!
Oof.
You rolled 2 2s.
I know, that's pretty rare. Okay.
The light
Why
was
the
not with
I think
you.
that's
Why the hell do we suck so bad?
It's temporary.
Not enough practice in the bordello.
Yeah, Mom, I blame you. Her mom just waved at me when I said that.
Brad, pucker up and suck harder.
And that will bring us back up to Thulwar.
Okay then. Thulwar is gonna grab a random rock and cast catapult
Nice.
at the alpha.
Okay. That.
I think I might hit the wrong button.
Looks like it
Let's
worked.
see. It is a
I
dexterity
don't-
saving throw on their part.
Cause I don't even know what I rolled.
It failed. You rolled a saving throw for it. You did the right thing.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
It
Okay.
rolled a total of 4.
Nice.
And
No.
then for the ballista's turn,
I'm
well,
opening bottles.
it's gonna
What do
do
you
what
want from me?
it's gonna do what the ballista does.
I'm opening vodka.
I think I need to retune it.
I
There's
mean,
a gear broken in it.
It doesn't blow up in your face. It doesn't attack any of your allies. But
It
you
just
watch as
quivers.
it winds up and tries to shoot and just kind of.
Good job.
It goes right into the ground. in front of it.
Congratulations. My turret suddenly has erectile dysfunction.
There's a little blue pill for that.
A spring pops out and lands up past the Greg.
Thulwar takes half an action to glance down and just frowns at it for a moment.
Kick it.
Vodka. That's the vodka.
Okay.
That's the beauty of the vodka.
And the Grick.
I handed her a glass like this, just like the she almost just chugged a drink out of it like it was water. You said almost. Yes, you did, because you're like, I almost drank out of this because I thought it was water.
I looked at it and saw water. The smell told me it was vodka.
I've got Everclear if you want.
No,
You
I
gotta
have
put some of
good
that in your turret.
If you put Everclear in your turret, it might do better.
It might actually. It's got an alcohol engine.
Ka-ching.
But I have a 90 proof vodka.
Well, this is 192 proof Everclear. I think I win.
Maybe just a little. Maybe.
Hammett and his stupid beard.
Well, at least one of my attacks hit the damn thing.
And,
Excuse me.
he does not have enough room to do what he might have otherwise done, but he'll still attack.
Good to know. When a company spells their buffalo chicken wings with a Y,
Don't trust them.
boneless, skinless chicken breast chunks with rib meat. Asterisk contains no wing meat.
With a Y. Y-N-G.
Well, yeah.
No, it's literally
it's chicken chunks. is what it
fully
says.
cooked, breaded, boneless buffalo style, not buffalo style chicken wings.
You will have no chicken wings.
WYNGZ with an asterisk next to it, and the asterisk then means contains no wing meat. I can cook these in the oven and they'd be
It's an
done.
impossible wing.
I bought these cheap wings to test the air fryer with cooking wings, except these are shit. This is like nothing. This is not going to touch shit. I just bought $5 of quote unquote meat.
Well, it's meat. It's just not wings.
Mystery meat.
You watch as the Grick Alpha swings its tail at Tungdil as it spins around and starts attacking
No.
something behind it.
No.
It did actually hit you, Tungdil, but you took half damage. You took 6 instead of 12, you know.
Oh.
Much better than the alternative. And its more powerful attack was wasted behind it for the moment. And Topsy... Topsy's gonna go ahead and focus fire on Grick 6. Trying to take something out, because it'll help overall. First attack misses. Second attack misses.
Who's missing?
Kirby. Topsy.
Topsy. Brings us to Ashok.
So I hold up my flame blade and I bring it right down on the top of the alpha grid.
And you miss.
And the blade flickers for a second.
Oof, we are really fighting it.
I am going to spend my last bit of luck.
It's bad when my invisible force behind the Grick is the one doing the most damage.
Excuse me.
Okay. Go ahead and roll another d20. Or you can reroll
I believe
the
I was doing
attack
some
either
decent
way.
damage there.
Can I use the attack button? Because that'll give it a +5.
Yeah, because that's what it's going to be used for.
And
I think you
Wow.
want to use the other number.
For sure.
Did you roll a
So-
1?
Yes.
Oh, dear Lord.
The flame blade slams into the dirt and temporarily goes out until I pull it back out of the dirt. Make sure
The gods are laughing at us right now.
There's no other.
I used my one good roll on the initiative.
That's your... Okay.
Come on, Tungdil, fix this shit.
Probably not.
Kill it.
Am I still raged?
Yes.
Because I missed. Oh, because I made an attempt.
Yes, you made an attempt.
You tried to attack and you were hit.
Yay! It wasn't shit.
You hit.
I don't think my flame blade did my concentration roll.
Flame Blade is up to 10 minutes.
That's not too bad.
So 100 rounds is right.
But don't you? Also, you don't have to do the concentration.
It's
You
already
just get
there.
it for 10 minutes.
So you swung and you hit, and you did a good amount of damage. Not as much as you would have expected, but, you know.
Oh, that's right. It's resistant to non-magical weapons.
Yes. And also with that, your other thing takes effect because you actually hit.
You got another thing?
Yes. He suddenly gets a dwarven hard on.
That's a mace.
It's a warhammer.
Warhammer. Yeah.
One second, I'm distracting her for a screwdriver. An actual screwdriver, not orange juice with vodka. Yeah, open the candy drawer to find me the screwdriver.
Congratulations, Brad. You're fucked.
To be fair, it totally could have been in there.
That could be said about a lot of things. And a few of them even not lewd.
Eh.
She just told me there's 2 of them in her car.
Say what?
She's
Yeah,
2
that's a
screwdrivers
good-
in her car.
That's
You
not.
never
a
know
bad
when you
place
might
to
need a
have 'em.
screwdriver.
No, it's not a bad thing. I'm just saying, like, we don't have one that she can remember in the apartment. Oh, but no problem. She can remember the 2 in her fucking car.
Yeah. You never
I
know when you
mean-
might have to open a panel.
Yeah, it's
One
like
was-
basically the passenger driver's side doors.
One was just put in there today.
She put in a new, or we put in a, she put primarily put in a new speaker system.
Damn.
New radio. New radio.
Radio, not speaker system.
It's got a screen on it.
She's the handy one.
Okay, I don't know if this is gonna work right, but I'm gonna try it. That part was not right. Okay.
I like the disadvantage on attack.
Basically, you see a couple of spectral warriors appear and appear with Tungdal's rage and start to harass the Grick Alpha.
Do they have the same hair?
And how are they all fitting in the same space? Because my phantasm's supposed to be behind it.
The spectral warriors would be in front, not behind. And
Still 0 room.
They're actually like ghosts. They're
So
not.
they can just float.
They're
They can
just
float.
images.
Okay.
The effect of that is that if it doesn't attack Tungdal, it has disadvantage on any attack roll. And the other effect of that is they have resistance to whatever damage is taken if the disadvantage attack still hits.
I mean, the target has resistance to that damage type.
Yes, the target,
Cool.
if the alpha was to attack Ashok in this case, Ashok would have, the Grick would have disadvantage on the attack, and Ashok would have resistance to the damage.
Nice.
Does he have disadvantage on my save for Phantasmal?
Not on saves. It's specifically if the Grick was to attack someone that's not Tungdal. That said, the Grick Alpha doesn't have to keep making it save. It just believes there's a Myconid behind it attacking.
Okay, so then if he tries to attack the fake Myconid, does it still count then? Same question, different shit.
As far as it's aware, there's still a Myconid behind it. It used half of its attacks last turn on the Myconid that's not there.
Not what I asked. I meant in this regard about the advantage with Tungdal. Does my Phantasm count as being attacked by somebody else, as it
No.
attacking somebody else.
I mean, technically yes, but it doesn't have enough of a mind to know that its attacks aren't actually hitting. It spent its last turn, at least most of it. It made a tentacle and a bite against something that's not there. And doesn't seem to have picked up on the fact that it's not there.
Things went very quiet.
Is Tungdil done with his turn?
Yeah, it should have been a while ago. I only attacked it once. That's all I had. I only have the one action. Whee!
I was being asked things.
Brad, stop distracting her.
Things keep
Holy cow!
attempting attacks, and oh, that's a critical.
Nice.
Still partially resisted, but it was a critical.
Someone finally doesn't suck.
He Fargus
They swallow.
rolled 2 6s on that critical hit.
Is that the old guy I saved from the Demogorgon?
Yeah, he's the one who wants to keep going and finding that.
No, different person. They're
Fargus
2 different people.
Fargus is the halfling you found in the.
He's the one
Spider
wanting
webs.
the tomb then, or the cave or whatever. Okay. Still, either way, the 2 people who are not designed to technically be with our group are the one attacking this thing.
That brings us to Prescott.
Yay, finally.
So if I cast Eldritch Blast, I break my concentration.
No, because Eldritch Blast is not concentration.
Sweet.
You got a prestidigitation. You can make a chandelier on the ceiling of the tunnel.
Finally.
Yes, that hits. You rolled exactly the same thing.
But I meant to roll damage and I hit attack. How?
You have to hit damage.
I know I had to hit damage. I meant to hit damage and hit attack, but now I'm flabbergasted that I accidentally somehow rolled the same exact thing. What the fuck? Okay. Damn.
It doesn't have to make sense.
No, only 2 damage.
Pink.
Could have been worse. At least
Could have
it's
been
not
18
resistant
damage.
to it.
Yeah. And then the Phantasmal Force, or is that on its turn?
It's on your turn.
Oh, cool. Dear Lord.
You really like 2s.
2s, 18s, and 24s.
Yeah.
Would you like to
And
attack the Grick?
was that
You probably do
everything?
better than us.
Yes, the cat would like to attack the Grick.
Okay.
It's Gricky Bobby.
If I kill this thing and it explodes in cheese, I'm gonna be pissed off.
It'd be good though.
Oof.
Yeah, see,
that was
you're
worse
all
than
making
Bobby
jokes,
Grick.
including my mother-in-law, but none of you have seen Acquisitions Incorporated, so all of you can fuck off. And you have Miss DM, but you're not caught up, so you don't count.
I have absolutely no idea what you're talking
I
about.
know exactly what you're talking about.
I know you do. That's why you're the only one that doesn't need to shut the fuck up.
Aw,
It's your turn, Touche.
I gotta go.
Ouch.
Yes, Kitty, that's my leg.
Yes, but you take account. This is what separates the
Oh my
Havarti from the
God.
have-nots.
Oh my
That
gosh.
that
Only
one
one
hit.
hit.
Thank you.
At least it
Finally.
hit.
Finally, one of us
Jade
doesn't.
installed the new minimal roll extension for Fantasy Ground.
I did
Jesus.
not.
It's weighted dice in Fantasy Ground.
Okay.
I mean, at least I didn't roll a freaking 6 or whatever. Ugh.
That brings
So
us
did you put
back
that spring
to...
back in the turret?
Nope, I'm still got the condom on.
Kick that thing before you
Kitty,
shoot it.
Kitty, you don't need my pork bone.
I,
I just put my drink out.
well, that answers that question.
Hold on, I gotta go get some paper towel.
You
I
don't
just
need the
spit
nail
Coke
clippers
everywhere.
either.
Holy shit. I hope you're recording this.
Yes, she is. And now he's rubbing his face against her microphone thing.
Right, you should make
Aw.
that your ringtone.
The cat's just staring at me like, yep, I'm fucking shit up.
Bulbar, it's your turn.
Thank you. All right.
What's he going after now?
Rather than using the last spell slot, he's whip out his crossbow and take a shot at the thing, at the main Grick again. So that probably sucked ass.
That did not hit. Ow.
Didn't
Kitty, stop.
didn't think so. Well, the turret's gonna do its thing.
Kick it first.
Tink. I kicked it a little too hard.
Oh,
What are the odds? What are the odds?
and another
Pretty-
spring comes out of it. It's
Pretty
standing
fucking
on
high
two.
given what we're dealing with tonight.
Somehow I think using a spell slot on this particular turret was a waste.
Heshak yells, kick that
I'm with
shit
you.
harder.
I mean, I think it hit once.
I think I probably do more damage if I picked it up and threw it.
That's an option.
Right?
Well, to be fair, it did hit the first. It did hit on the first round. It just since it just kind of quivering and smoking.
As a bonus action,
Kitty.
throw it against the wall. Lay it on its side. Maybe it'll shoot better.
Play hand egg with it.
Was that all you were gonna do for now?
Yeah, it's all I'm gonna do.
Which way did it shoot with a one? It shot
just
down
kinda
the
quivered.
others.
Just kind of quivered and
It went the other direction, down the back of the tunnel.
yeah, like I said, it farted rather than shooting. There's this multicolored cloud of sparks and gas that flew out of his back end.
Kitty's just attacking my arm.
And the Grick is attacking something.
Grick is attacking Hemet and has missed again.
Ashok says to everybody, is it possible that the spores put a spell on us?
Put a spell on it.
And I'm out of luck points. I'm all out of luck. No luck left for me.
Eh.
God, I mean, at least the Gricks are rolling just as bad as everyone else.
We're in the tunnel of no hit.
Clearly. Kitty, yes, that's my arm. I know this.
Feed me the arm.
It's a conjuration by the spores.
So for those who actually want to do any, listen or watch any of the
Penis wrinkling.
um, Acquisitions Incorporated stuff, you can follow the Wikipedia up until 2010, and then everything else from 2010 on is on their YouTube channel that I linked, like the playlists for the different quote unquote
Okay.
seasons.
Hey, look, Hemoth actually killed something.
Ah.
What are you doing, cat?
Weird things.
Oof. Ow. That's 25 to hit Tungdil.
Oof. Well, shit.
Oh, it actually did 1 point damage less than last time.
It's a flesh
Yay.
wound.
'Tis but a flesh wound.
Kitty! Apparently
No
my
more
arm proved a successful barrier, so now he's trying to go under it to get to my plate.
It will not be deterred.
I'm getting
Cat
pictures.
wants your bone.
I got pictures, so don't worry. Give me a minute.
Of course
I should just be taking a video, but hey.
you should. I tried to go over, it wouldn't work. Tried to go under, it didn't work.
Jade
Ow,
gets
ow.
boned.
And now he attacks the arm.
Yeah. He discovered it's harder to go under.
Die, evil arm.
Well, I got that on camera.
Okay, now zip your pants back up.
He just gave up.
For now. Ashok, it's your turn.
All right, I'm gonna swing this flame blade again at the Grick Alpha.
And not hit the ground this time?
I'll try to keep it out of the dirt.
He's eating his food from back there.
That had to have hit.
Looks like the cat's staring at the Cheez-Its box.
The middle one was he just knocked something off.
21 hits the Grick Alpha, right? I hope.
Yes, that does actually hit.
You ready for some fire damage?
Flame on!
1, 2, and 4. He is looking very hurt.
And I raised my flame blade and said, "Ha ha! I told you to look at this."
Brings
Can I
us
not
back to
post
Tungdil.
Can I not post video? So, there.
I want the Grick Alpha to be on fire.
Yeah, I'll just upload the video to my Google Photos and share the link with you. But when she was saying the cat was going underneath her arm, that was it.
Very clearly intent on the stuff on the table.
Those are some cool miniatures. Where'd you get those? Oh, was
Uh,
that from the day you were
that
out
storm.
at that storm?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ah, cool. I like
2 of them are D&D, and then I've got a Clockwork Dragon from Pathfinder, and a couple of dragon rubber duckies.
Nice.
A must for any nerd household.
I gotta start printing those.
I'm waiting for my my video to upload. So while we're waiting, I found my lunch from the other day, which I don't know if it'll post the. Here, let me just do it this way.
Tungdal, it's your turn.
Tumble smash.
Thing about printing out miniatures is I can't paint for crap, so I'd have to find somebody to paint them for me.
Damn it.
Oh yeah, that definitely hits.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I used reckless attack.
Intermission while I wait for
Hopefully
the
this
video.
kills it. And I literally dropped the dice. So luckily it didn't do anything apparently. Because it dropped on a 2. Oh, and it's just as bad. A 4.
The hell is that? A murder burger?
No, it was just a normal burger with an added egg on.
The,
A Royale
the
burger.
Aussie burger? Was there a pineapple involved? God damn, that's a heart attack and a half right there.
It was very delicious. That cheese sauce they make in house too.
Gee,
I mean,
gee.
yeah, I mean, it's obviously delicious just by looking at it, but it's still a heart attack and a Anywho, on to other person.
The Grick that's still up. Ow.
Topsy, no!
That's okay. It's perfectly fine. You watch as the Grick actually turns, and not the alpha, just the normal Grick that's left, turns on Topsy, and you watch as he attacks with one of the tentacles, and then comes in for a bite, and it seems like Topsy's not even hurt by this.
Topsy's made of sterner stuff than beaks.
Never mind the fact that one of those was a critical hit.
Big oof.
And this is back to Sereth.
Told you guys to watch Sereth. He's not doing shit.
He's trying.
Not for lack of trying.
Every single attack he's made is missed.
I kind of understand that feeling.
He rolled a total of 14.
Ow.
That does not hit the alpha. Ow. Not the good ow.
Oh.
I rolled a 1 ow.
Ow. Prescott do things and stuff.
Hey, look, it's
I was peeing.
Prescott's
Shush.
turn.
Fuck off.
9.
All right. All right, so I'm gonna do the Phantasmal Force damage first. Did three damage just kill the fucking Grick?
Well, it wasn't critical.
How much health did it have left?
I did kind of
Nice
smash it
tombstone.
twice.
Less
I
3
like
or
that.
less.
Oh, yeah, no shit. Thanks, guys.
I think it was at 3.
I softened it up for you.
I appreciate it. See, I was actually that was kind of the reasoning why I was gonna just do that first before I tried to attack the Grick, but damn, I wasn't actually expecting to kill it.
So Tungdil did 5.
I hit the Grick 19.
And
I rolled 19
Ferret
for the Grick 19.
Vargas dealt 4.
Congrats, we're
So
proud
no,
of you.
he only had 1 hit point left. Yes, that hits Grick 19.
He had 1 health left. That's
Oh,
fucked
excuse
up.
me, he had 2, because it says damage exceeds hit points by 1. You did a good amount of damage.
Am I able to take that Phantasmal Force and like move him to Grick 19? Or I'd have to recast it. It's not possible.
Recast. You have to recast because it's
Yeah.
different mind.
Yeah. Okay. Done.
By the way,
Alright.
question: how do I I forget how to untarget.
The same control click.
There you go. Thank you.
And Eldith is now just gonna attack 19, because what else is she gonna do?
Now we're making
Okay.
progress.
And also for $5, these not wings are actually pretty good.
Brings us to Tashay.
Put it down.
Now the cat's trying to jump in my lap to figure out what it is I've got.
Oh,
Your
you got some
your
fruit
food tastes
from me.
your food smells fresher.
Mine's much spicier.
Well, he'll never try it again after
As you
that.
said, that might actually get him to stop.
Beef.
Now this link is not gonna give you the preview, but that should be the video that I was taking.
Sorry, I kicked that button on accident, but
You sound
That's
half asleep.
no, no, no. I just
Kind of
was
are.
trying to click through and then I hit it. I'm gonna go ahead and do this one.
Don't forget to... Okay, that works. And it failed its save.
All right.
Yay!
It rolled a total of 12 against your 13.
Wow. I am not doing well.
Is it time for me to miss again horribly?
Almost. Be patient.
I yell, "Hey Thor, face it towards you."
Not even going to respond to
As he runs forward and just throws the turret at it.
Probably be more effective. All right. Well, Thor is going to shoot his crossbow at the critter. Hopefully, not hit the ceiling this time. Hits the
Well,
ceiling this time.
You shoot past it and it hits the wall behind it.
And the weird thing is, when I went to roll it, my dice froze for about 5 seconds before it before I actually rolled. It was weird.
I
How
was
dare
thinking
it?
how badly it wanted
It was
to be
that
there.
extension.
And the ballista.
Ah!
Hey, that
Told you
actually
to face
hit.
it towards you.
Yay!
Splash.
Also,
Yeah.
it is worth watching that video just for what I caught on camera of her doing. Just saying, by the way, perfect
It's like,
timing.
Mhm.
maybe, I guess turning around. I guess turning the turret around helped.
You have failed.
You got a 404
Google
error.
404. That's an error.
I got
The requested
404.
URL is not found on the server. That's all we know.
Right.
Did you
That's the
do the
share
shared
link.
link, or did you just copy and paste your URL?
It's copied and pasted, I think.
Maybe the first one.
That one works.
It's a cat.
It's a cat that's mad that I'm not paying attention to it.
Sounds about right.
It's like, I'll move just a little bit closer. And a little bit more close. Oh my gosh. Biting it.
Fucking told you it was perfect.
I'm gonna bite you back.
My
Well,
arm
you-
kinda hurts.
I imagine so.
So Thulwar's turret kills the Grick.
Well, holy shit, it did something.
Like I said, on the first turn it did good. Then just the second two attacks went like at its ass.
Sounded all right.
To be fair, it was an EC of 18 for the alpha.
Goddamn.
Also, to be fair, two ones didn't exactly help.
No, not even a
Giggity
little.
goofity.
Let's
Well,
loot
now we got to
these
have the fun
things.
of dragging this thing back to the grove.
They probably don't
What's
have
left of-
anything of
well,
value
what's
for
left
us,
of it.
do they?
They're Gricks.
These are the ones
yep.
they want the bodies of.
Specifically the alpha.
Yeah,
I don't find anything.
We'll see if there's any treasure.
What the fuck?
Hey, let me see. Let me see if I can roll a 2 as well.
Get fucked. You had a +2 in there though. Jesus Christ, we suck.
Ha 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 ha.
Fuck. both of you.
Well, you just investigated a bunch of dead Grick.
There's a
Besides
treasure. There's
being
much treasure.
ambush hunters, Gricks don't really carry anything of any worth.
We must find what they ate last.
Would it be worth eating a Grick? Or
No.
is that not a possible form?
How big
Um,
is this thing? Are we gonna have to cut it to pieces to bring it back?
Gricks
I
are
think they want us to bring it back whole.
So I can't use that then.
They are not beasts.
Crap.
If you
I pull
really
out my
want to
pocket
try
knife.
eating it,
And then I decide, nah, I better not try one of those.
Tough fuck them.
I'm used to monstrosities. Rub some of their blood on me. I'm good.
Are we like in the back of a cave or
The cave continues on like many caves in the Underdark do, but you have reached the point that you were sent to reach.
The cave continues on, you know, like a cave. Says the TM.
You're in the Underdark. You've traveled through many caves at this
I
point.
know, it's still a funny sentence. The cave continues on like a cave.
all of
mean,
a sudden
it-
part of the ceiling
Can I
caves in
go
on
up these
Prescott.
stairs? See what's up.
The best that you might find in this area is maybe some
more Gricks?
like
Uh-oh.
slither paths and maybe some bones, but it doesn't seem like this was their lair necessarily.
Onwards to the lair.
You have no hints as to where the lair might be.
I think we
Damn.
should take this Grick back to lube him up so we can go see the sovereigns and find out what's going on.
Do you want to know what's going on?
Who's strong
Yes,
enough to
we
carry
do.
one of these things?
You want to know? Okay.
Prescott, grab that thing.
Yes, Prescott.
What?
Grab that
You're
thing.
strong enough to grab that thing.
You're strong enough to carry that back.
Prescott eyes you and goes, no!
I don't carry Grick.
I'm Grixist.
I'd
Oh!
say either you guys working together or possibly going back to the Myconid and letting them know that it's there and that you need help bringing it back. Either way, you have a feeling that you could probably drag this thing back like you were asked to.
What could I shapeshift into to carry it?
I can drag 480 pounds.
Prescott looks at it. All right. Jay, you pull. I'll push.
Oh
I can turn into a
Good
bear.
idea.
Can a bear carry it?
Prescott hands a stool to Ashok. I'm entrusting you with a little buddy.
Come here, tiny buddy.
Your speeder effect, or your speeder shape, could probably actually be of help, or the giant spider.
Well, with my trunk, I can push quite a lot, and then she can pull it. Worst case scenario.
It would kind of be everybody working together, NPCs included.
How heavy is this damn thing?
big.
Well, it was considered
monstrosity.
large.
So 2 on the front, me on the back. We got this.
What kind of strength would you need? Because my Steeder
Why don't
has a
we-
15.
Why don't we just have 2 on the front, 2 on the back, and 2 on either side?
I mean, granted, trust me.
And then if you can
you're
wild
asking.
shape underneath.
You're asking the fucking warlock to lift shit, but of course it's my fault that I have a class that can push and pull a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Race, yeah, sorry. Now the vodka's kicking in.
I'll form into a
Of course.
reef shark.
Yeah, form into a
Form
reef shark
of reef
in the
shark.
fucking cave.
With
Yeah.
no water anywhere nearby.
I can dig a hole. We can spawn some water. It's just that he's just in a hole with a fin flipping out.
And just don't worry that the water is kind of yellowish.
It's our people.
My dire wolf has a strength of 17.
I have a strength of 11 and can still push a lot.
I prefer a dire wolf 20.
I used to. I don't anymore.
You
It's just
never,
the same shit over and over again.
You never really did.
Oof.
That wasn't the point. Fuck off.
It was.
What time of day is it right now?
Night. It's a little night outside. It's about 8:22. There's a light outside though.
No, I meant.
She's giving me a look like you knew the answer to this. What the fuck's wrong with you?
Too many things to mention.
You're in the Underdark. You aren't entirely sure.
Day, what's that?
You're probably getting tired at this point, because this is the same day you fought the Shambling Mound. You've been up a number of hours. Of course, passage of time is very hard to tell in the Underdark.
I grab it with my teeth and start pulling backwards.
I with my trunk, I lift up the other end. So well, would it make sense? Would it make more sense for you to be behind and then me in the front? Mr. Wolf?
Yeah.
Great. To be fair, if I was asking you in character, that's the response I would get.
I'd go.
All right. You
You can stay in wild shape for 2 hours now.
or
Yeah.
here, how about this? We put the body mostly on your back, and then I lift up the other end from behind, and then we go that way.
There you go.
Yeah. I'll use you as a very furry, fucked up cart.
It's like a wheelbarrow. Cart.
Wheelbarrow. God, I can only imagine this. A fucking giant Grick on half on the back of a dire wolf with a fucking Loxodon's trunk holding up the back end. The hell is going on? Going down an Underdark cave, mind you.
All the things you see in the Underdark.
So, as a dire
The
wolf,
shit we
you
do.
are large in size, so some of these tunnels are a bit of a squeeze, but no more of a squeeze than the getting the Grick through on its own would have been.
And I also have keen hearing and smell for perception.
Ooh, thank you. Someone can smell with me. But anyways,
You smell.
don't give me that. Also, Prescott, because I need to be very careful how I choose my words, because there are people who are going to try and steal him. I give Stool to Shay specifically, because the DM is teaching me to use my words like a big boy.
As you should
And
have
someday,
all
and
along.
someday you'll even get to
Get fucked.
and
How
someday
about
you'll even get to
words?
wear
How about
pants.
those words? What?
Use the
I said-
hole that makes the words.
I said, and someday she'll even let you wear pants.
I technically have pants on now. They got the little Fallout guy on them. My mom bought these for me. Thank you, Mom. She behind me. She bought me Fallout pants.
You're not helping your own case.
Fuck off.
I'll have to read.
Also, these weren't identical to Fallout pants I was gonna buy, but they're close.
So you guys, it's not an easy trip by any means. The Grick weighs a hell of a lot, but you do manage to drag it back to the Northern Terraces fairly easily. There's a couple of tight squeezes, but nothing you guys couldn't handle. Hi, Kitty. So you guys want to bring him back to Lubamub?
Yes.
He was the only one that cared for it, right?
He's the one that kind of gave you the quest. So you guys walk past the Circle of Growers with Hibapi and the Circle of Builders, where you only see Gaspide kind of still quietly humming to itself and like staring at a wall.
How can I make a tower out of this wall?
As we walk by, I'm like, I bark at it. Row, 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 row.
Still going for that tower.
It jumps a little bit, but doesn't otherwise like react. It doesn't even spin around.
Urgh.
Yeah, if Gaspide doesn't seem to care, you imagine
Just
that
don't go over the-
it's probably lost in its dream of this fungal tower.
Just don't go over there and mark it.
You
We're
weren't sure
still
that it would
sport,
even
so-
care.
Since we're still sport, I tell the party, dumbass.
It's Dumas.
Let the fungal person have its dream, okay?
Yeah.
Don't be Grixis to the Myconids like I am to the Grix. That doesn't
Hey,
make any sense. Shut the fuck up.
Besides, it's on shrooms. It is shrooms.
Actually, being sport is good because I can't talk in wild form, but being sport, I think I would be able.
Yeah. Depends. Do you also think growls and barks, or do you think words?
The Druid's wild shape is interesting in that you still keep all of your mental faculties. So you keep like your
Oh.
It's your physical attributes that change. You keep your intelligence, wisdom, and I think charisma.
So then my argument would be, yeah, they can fully understand and still think their languages. Just
Yeah.
They can't.
you don't have a
physically
vocal
speak.
cords anymore. You have barks. I fucking hate this chair now. Excuse me.
So do you continue down to Lubamub?
Yep, going to Lubamo.
Yes, up to lube 'em up.
I still cannot believe the names you give these characters. Lube 'em up.
I did not give them these names. I promise.
Yeah. Besides, his family just calls him KY.
My armor class as a direwolf is 5. Oh no, it's 14. Oh, we got speed of 50 feet now too.
Uh, so you managed to drag the Grick Alpha with you down to Lubamub. Without too much issue, it is kind of pushing the wild shape form with the extra weight.
Yeah, I'm fine dropping out of it once we get there or close.
You could probably bring it to Lubamub without too much issue. It's past that you would find issue because you do only have 2 hours in that shape, and it is quite a distance.
Yeah, when we get to Lubumab, I'll just go back to normal form.
Lubamub comes up and makes sure to spore everyone again, just to make sure everyone can speak to it.
And I'll howl one time and then shift back.
And it seems to be actually like super happy that you guys managed the job set before you. It says that we really only basically we really only expected you or asked you to do one of the two, either the Shambling Mound or the Alpha, but to have done both just raises your value in their eyes.
It's because we're that fucking good.
Or they're just that good fucking. I mean,
I could be either. Let's find
That's-
out.
stool, run.
I was to say Brad already has experience.
To be fair, Tisha is holding him, so it would be more of a 3-way.
I'll just kind of take
The priest is getting the elephant dick too.
I'll just take stool and just kind of turn him away, like holding away, like don't touch him.
You're holding up your hand in front of what should be its eyes.
Can't touch this. Ding, 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 ding.
Stop using that language in front of him.
It has to learn eventually.
Stop
I mean, just
disturbing
because,
the children.
just because it looks like a large butt plug,
It's not where I was going with this.
It doesn't need
that's where
help.
he's going.
That's not where I was going with this. Damn it, that was way more blue cheese than I meant to pour. I guess I have to
I
eat
love
that.
blue cheese.
So do I.
And Lubamub kind of like makes a telepathic call out to the surroundings, and you watch as a bunch of shorter myconids, smaller, younger, come up and kind of they're older than Stool, but not quite the full like higher end adult that Lubamub is.
Prescott puts his trunk on it and holds it in place. What's the purpose of the Grick for you?
Masturbation material.
It is to be reanimated by Sovereign Basidia.
Why?
There are not many myconids in this grove. We always need help.
How does it help exactly?
So we're gonna make it a slave.
Oh no, I made the DM open some things. Don't give me that look and sound.
Ashlock looks at the party and says, "We killed this thing so it could go into slavery."
I also don't know if you guys heard that. She just looked at me and went, "Pa, pa, 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 pa." The slavery bit, I don't necessarily care about. It's dead. Like, what does it care? If it gets reanimated, it's not technically alive. So that in this scenario, gray area. But I want to know how this is beneficial. Exactly. We did all the hard work, so
You want to eat it?
no. Just saying, we did all the hard work, so I should at least get an explanation of to why. Because remember, in the meta, we don't know if we trust this fuck.
We don't want to fight an undead Grick later along with everything else.
That too.
I can just pee on it and be done with it.
Peeing on it's not going to make them from not reanimating it. Oh, they've already peed on it. I guess we can't reanimate this one. Got to go kill another one.
Is this
I don't think
process
pee is going to
something
stop them in
common?
this scenario. What, Roasted?
Can't talk.
We've now kicked into high gear for the D&D session.
The combat's over. The jokes begin again.
I'm really happy she's recording this. Quinn, if you haven't figured out how to record the other sessions, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Yeah, I've got to get that done this week. When I get back home, I'll hit you guys up.
Please,
man.
let me know, and I can screen share with you on Discord and help you get it fixed
It's
up.
not difficult.
No, it's not. It's very easy.
Kind of like Brad.
Lubamub says that there's
Yeah.
many needs of the Grove. We always need helpers to help us spread the mushrooms and take care of them. There is only so much that we can do, and the more hands, the better off we are.
Can I detect how much bullshit is in there? Or attempt to, at least?
Well, mushrooms go into a lot of bullshit.
Make a insight check.
That's a much better roll than what we were rolling during combat.
Based on what little you know of myconids and your time with Stool, the few that you've met in this area, there's no deception sensed.
I rolled the Grick towards slightly bigger stools and look at. Is this Lubamub we're with?
Yes.
If you're gonna fuck us with this later, I'm gonna come
Put a
after
condom
you.
on it first. Continue.
And that may or may not have been slightly intimidating. Well, here, hold on. Was intimidating.
To an extent.
It doesn't have eyes or ears.
Laughs.
I mean, it has dark vision, so it has some form of sight.
Alright, fine. It can't smell the pee on it.
Lubamub doesn't seem to see you as a threat so much.
Less threat, more like don't fuck us.
As far as you're aware, it's not trying to screw you guys over.
Because now that we did their a task and then basically an optional task, we do have a little clout with them. So now that we've got something on them and they know that we can fuck some things up, they don't know how we rolled. I just want them to be aware
how
that,
badly we
like,
rolled.
don't fuck us.
I have to take a quick bio break, so I
Yep.
will be right back.
Okay.
I can hear you, I just can't speak.
Hmm.
So I just want to know if this reanimating is something that they typically do,
You
or
are
if they're
really,
doing
really,
it
really
because of
quiet.
Is that any better?
Yeah. I haven't changed your volume, so you're just very quiet all of a
No,
sudden.
it's because my son is sleeping next to me.
Oh,
Oh, okay. I'll turn you up then.
But if this is not something something's going on.
is this something
And
new or something that they've always done? Basically, is what
and
you're going for.
and it's definitely having to do with the demonic activity.
Yeah, it definitely has also something to do with their split. Because remember, they used to be all one people, and now they've totally split into like groups and camps.
Mm-hmm.
It's not normal for a myconid to want to grow a goddamn fungus tower to the surface.
But it's so beautiful.
And I look at everybody else and say,
I mean,
when we
to
first
be
talked to
fair,
Swoboda,
everybody has big dick dreams.
I don't remember them talking about reanimation when we first talked to him about it.
I don't remember either, but I just honestly, out of character, chalked that up to me being a dumbass and forgetting.
Yeah,
Because it's
I agree.
totally, yeah. But also in character, hey, by the way, they weren't really talking about spreading spores. And then all of a sudden now we have like people who want to leave, a person who wants to grow a tower to the surface to spread their spores, and now he wants to reanimate this Grick to spread their spore. Yeah, mushrooms are fairly, I mean, they're literally fungus, but it's a little.
You think they're trying to raise an army?
My brain wants to say Machiavellian, but that's like totally the wrong phrase. It is very
Uh-huh.
we'll just go with it's relatively new with the leadership change.
And there was a couple demonic names that were mentioned the last time.
Mhm.
Yes.
Not really names, but definitely terms.
Well, there was the one
Close
of
enough.
that goddess of decay.
Yugmoy. Oh, that's Zugdemoy.
Yeah.
There
What
was
if they're building?
Emorgus and Aramikos mentioned specifically last time.
Yes. What?
Zuktmoy was, I think the session before that, but is the demonic prince of like fungal overgrowth and decay.
So what if they're building like something in honor of her, or like
They're
worshiping
definitely
her?
building something.
Well, yeah, they are.
What if they're building a tower for their god to go to the overworld to take over?
Make a nature check, anyone who would like to.
Motherfucker. All right, thank you, Stolwar. Someone's not gonna suck in this roll fest.
Not me.
All right, Tungdil, you're with me.
What kind of check?
Nature. Like everyone else has just rolled.
But it's in my nature.
It's my nature.
Also, this quote unquote wing meat is not that bad.
Well, it's chicken breast. To
After
be fair, it's kind of hard to fuck it up unless they dry it to oblivion.
It's great value.
After they cut
Well,
off
that's
all
not
the
bad then.
good meat and bag it up, they take all the rest of the shit and grind it up into a patty, and that's what you got. That's what nuggets are. They're the whips and hassles
some
of
of them are identifiable
Oh
cuts.
no, actually, chicken nuggets are proven to not be that pink slime shit anymore.
Anymore.
That makes me happy.
Well, they haven't been for like 10 years at least.
Oh,
that
I'm
I've
about to
lived
say, I'm about to say, to be fair, great value tends to be pretty decent. So
Mm-hmm.
over here it is.
Great Value is the same. Great Value has always sucked for us. I literally grabbed this just so I could test the air fryer. Now, granted, yes, this is better than I gave it credit for originally buying it, like I'm gonna probably fucking hate this, but $5 to keep testing different methods on my air fryer, I'll take it.
Though
How's
my
that
favorite,
working out for you?
I actually prefer Members Mark myself from Sam. So hey,
We actually prefer the Safeway brand. I don't know if you have Safeway on the East Coast, but
nope, haven't seen Safeway since I left Phoenix.
yeah, Safeway brand we prefer, but
And
I also prefer
then again over there, I preferred fries myself. So
I preferred the Fred. I do actually prefer the Fred Meyer's brand over that, which I think they do share with Piggly Wiggly. Or is not? Is it not
Kroger.
Piggly? Kroger, not Piggly Wiggly. It's one of the two fucking weird ones. Kroger on the East Coast, Fred Meyer's on the West.
You have the weirdest shit.
I haven't said Piggly Wiggly in also like 10 years. Yeah, it is pretty fun to say Piggly Wiggly.
I wonder why. Or I never could have guessed, I should say.
Sorry, she's being distracted.
cats.
I imagine so.
Not my fault.
For once.
Tungdo, you're distracted by the thought of what kind of alcohol these myconids might make.
We'll just say that I am too. We'll just say that Prescott is too.
Prescott distracted by alcohol?
Apparently.
Just a little.
Just a little bit. Na 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 na.
Taché and Ashok, you aren't entirely certain. The myconid species are a little bit strange to you from the surface. But thinking back in your time in the Underdark, you have seen occasional species of creatures with like fungal growths out of their heads that seems to be peaceful unless attacked for the most part. Thulwar, as a denizen of the Underdark, you've definitely seen these spore servants before. They are essentially an extension of the myconid species. They use corpses and reanimate them to help propagate the growth of mushrooms and other fungus.
Clackers.
So it's not something new. This idea of taking a Grick Alpha and making it, or reanimating it.
It's just this particular one's a little worse for the wear.
It just seems weird in connection with the strange
Incidents.
demonic entities that you've already seen in the Underdark and the effects of others you have felt.
Well then.
I'm trying to think if there's something to roll to see if I notice anything different than in Sereth after that last fight.
That would be insight.
Can I share with him what I know?
Can you shit too?
Quiet.
I mean, I'm not gonna stop you.
But,
Well
Fucking
then.
never mind. He knows exactly what's going on with him.
Unless it's different than what Ashok learned from earlier today.
Was there
Fucking
any
Truman.
fungus / mushrooms we found that was highly flammable?
That would be a nature check, I think.
I think you know of a
'Cause I know we did one
flammable
before, I
mushroom.
think.
But that was a while back.
Yeah, I wanted to eat one of those.
See what I mean?
That was Quinn. Working on it.
Is Sarah spored right now? Like if we all talk, be a
Um,
spore, can he hear us?
Shareth would have been in this latest sporing.
Okay.
Well, when you put it like that.
Okay. I won't ask the group this until maybe we're setting up a camp somewhere.
Lubamud seems eager to get you to the Sovereigns now, but understands the limitations of your bodies. Basically, do you want to go there now or take a rest?
Oh, rest.
I vote for rest.
I need some
I vote for
slots
peeing,
back.
yes.
Rest.
It's pretty unanimous.
Maybe resting.
Itadakimasu.
You watch as the Myconids all kind of surround the Grick Alpha and
Not
kind
that.
of, just without that specific noise. It seems to be some sort of spore that might possibly slow down the rate of decay.
But this isn't really reanimating yet. They're just kind of preserving it.
From what you've heard from Lubamub, the average Myconid doesn't have the strength or control to actually reanimate these corpses, which is why they take them to the Sovereigns for that to be done. It's definitely beyond the power of Lubamub.
Power of Lubamub compels you.
And when we're under the control or under the influence of spores, there's no way to kind of restrict that so we can communicate with each other without the mitochondrions knowing what we're talking
What was that?
So since we've been spored by Lubamub, there's no way for us to control. Like I can't talk just to the party and exclude them from what I'm thinking, right? Or talk. Although if I talk out loud, maybe.
You have experienced these telepathic spores pretty much since you left Sploobloodop, even before that technically, because it's the same kind of spore that Stool lets out, just wider range and more often. So I'd say if you're trying to direct it to just the players, then there's no reason you wouldn't be able to. It gives you all the ability of telepathy, but you don't have to share that message with everyone.
Okay, then I'd say to the party that I know that we need a rest and we're going to rest, but I'm curious to see the animation process and if we can see anything beyond just kind of a nature type of process, if there's any magic or demonic type of pieces involved in this reanimation.
Well, you know how to get me interested. All you had to say was demonic.
Damn, now you've aroused him.
And then I whisper to Prescott, and on the subject of demonic, something's up with Sereth in that regards.
It's the same exact shit I went through, and points to his tusks.
I sense that he's interested in Philo, and that's the one that they seem to be concerned about.
Well, what exactly is it that you know?
He just seems particularly keen on Philo. I noticed that when Lubamub started talking about the two sovereigns, when he described Philo, Sereth seemed to become very interested in that.
Would you kill me if I asked you to remind me who Philo is?
Philo is the sovereign leader that Lubamub doesn't trust.
See, Morlocks we generally pull from a lot of the same sources. But there are two types of warlocks in the world, evil ones and good ones. I would like to believe that I am
Crazy one.
Close enough.
Are you able to sense the evil ones?
Smell their farts.
Am I able to?
Yeah, I don't even know what to do, like how to even investigate that.
I sense an evil coming.
I want to say that I can commune with my great old one, and so like when we rest, like maybe I can commune.
Because out of character, when you said some are evil and some are
crazy,
I should probably do this in character, but I didn't realize there was a difference.
Well, as different as you have chaotic good, right? Some people might call the person evil. You're stealing, period. But they're stealing for to say give to somebody who is in need. It's all shades of gray, but ultimately there are good warlocks and bad warlocks. Ultimately there are evil people and me, but that's besides the point. The point being, who knows? We also don't even really know if Philo in and of himself is good or bad. So we
Ashok,
are making a lot of assumptions with little knowledge.
Ashok crosses his arms and strokes his chin and goes, that's interesting to me because I've always assumed, in my understanding of your particular, I don't know if the character knows what a class is, your type,
Profession.
that your profession, that packs were always of an evil nature.
No, I evil. So out of character, Prescott would be chaotic good and has maintained chaotic good. Like I said, it's varying shades of gray. I would feel comfortable taking that Grick and not letting them reanimate it chaotically, just so I could go and give it to somebody else who may need it more. Or, let them do whatever the hell it is they want. It's none of my business. At the same time, as a passerby in this realm, I do feel it a bit on me to not completely fuck it up while I'm here.
So out of character, that's actually sometimes a warlock has a pact that they don't even want, right? That pact is made and it's an inconvenience for them.
Or or they're just not aware of the details.
Okay. So going back into character. So if there can be an evil slant to a pact, one of these two sovereigns might be in that situation, or Sereth for that matter.
Sereth could be caught up in this. He could be the focal point. He could be their minion, for all we know. But again, we've not met the other side. Who's to say that the person or the Myconid that we just helped wasn't the evil one?
I agree.
I say we just pick one and stick.
Well, let's get some rest, and then it sounds like we'll get to meet them tomorrow.
Since I don't have to sleep, I will commune all night and make whatever rolls she wants to make me roll, and see if I can't gain any insight on the scenario with the Great Old One, and who Sereth is, what's kind of going on.
I'd probably kind of sit next to you in trance, and just out of pure curiosity.
Thor as basically spends time with Topsy and Turvy, so
Your time with them seems to have grown their trust in the group.
cute.
So Prescott, you're trying to do what?
I'm trying to ask my boss what the fuck's going on.
And your boss probably acts like a typical boss and just basically tells you to fuck off and basically keep folding boxes.
My previous boss before I got promoted, and then my boss as I got promoted, not the scenario at all. Actually, that has classically not been my experience with managers.
I've had all kinds, so.
So I'm gonna let's see. You're as a warlock.
It's lovely when you can pick the points out in time when your DM is clearly making shit up.
I mean, that's kind of necessary in this sort of situation.
I know it's just funny when you can point them out.
I'd say a charisma and an intelligence check. Not specific skills, just charisma and intelligence.
So in the most recent AC Inc., Jeremy was having them do 2 skills or 2, abilities and skill checks, and they were actually being combined. Is that the scenario, or are you just having them roll 2 separate?
It's definitely 2 separate. There's the charisma check to connect with your entity because you're a charisma-based character, and then the intelligence kind of puts the pieces together.
And for the record, for the party, Jeremy Crawford is lead rules designer on D&D.
Yeah, he does the AC Inc. DMing.
He's their DM. So he is literally the rules guy. So, to be fair, I'm not just pulling out some random shmup. He's like legitimately.
He's a little bit tighter than Chris Perkins was.
Yeah, but like when I was joking with her the other day, I was like, "Great, it's canonical. We've figured out how to roll for kissing in combat. Jeremy has decreed." And she goes, "What the fuck are you watching?"
What are you smoking?
They kissed in combat the other day, and Jeremy now has kind of a rule on how to resolve that in combat. By the way, it's a free action.
Of course it is.
So you were basically trying to commune and find out what was going on with Sereth, what was going on here.
Well, I don't think that they're not I don't think that they're. I think that they are linked. I don't think that there's separate scenarios happening. So I first have an overarching question about them, about what it is they're doing, about this fungal, if it's natural or if it's demonic, and then if it's relatable to Sereth. If it is, what the fuck's going on with him? If it's not, what the fuck is going on with him?
Yeah, I'm kind of in that same boat because Ashok's definitely kind of come to understand, having never been to the Underdark, that there's demons in the Underdark, but he's also learning about warlocks too, and
Which
what's impacting it? The demons or warlocks in their pack?
And demons are. I mean, it's just like angels, archangels, that sort of thing. Like there's evil versions, there's good versions, there's normal like it's. Yeah, warlocks are not necessarily. They're not typecast, but they're not necessarily straightforward either. They're not necessarily that complicated either. And yes, she is also typing me a book for this.
It's okay. The more information, the better. But I do want to go see the Sovereigns.
Yeah, I think that'll actually teach the group a little more of what might actually be happening.
I also checked the TOA notes for me and wondered why I didn't see her typing, and then wondered why I saw Quinn's name when I was in the wrong notes channel. It was the Quinn's note channel and not this one.
we still trying to summon our doom?
I think we're waiting for information that Jade's typing up for Prescott.
Lovely jubbly.
Obly jobly. So,
Mister, I don't pay attention.
I was distracted.
but the main reason that we're down here, I mean, like,
We
investigating this
don't
area
want to be
'cause we
down
were,
here.
well, we were trying. Everyone was getting out, was wanting to get out. So this is the direction we were heading. But we're seeing all this. I know that Tasha's trying to solve this. That there's something wrong, but she's been directed that whatever's going on down here is not only going to affect the Underdark, but it's going to affect more than that.
So we take stool and run away. Got it.
Wait, she's on a mission from God.
Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh yeah.
You got half a pack of cigarettes. We're wearing shades.
From now on,
Hit it.
she's wearing shades and a hat. I'm on a
Mhm.
mission from God.
Gotta go
If
up
you,
and
if you
see
start
the-
if you start
see the
asking for
penguin.
dry white toast, I'm leaving.
Jake Elwood. That'll be my next character name, Jake Elwood.
Esquire.
Yeah.
Can I help you, Fireball? Speaking of which, it's been a long time since I had some Fireball. I should definitely go get some of that.
So Prescott wakes up. He hides stool. He taps on Ashok and nods his way towards Sereth and stealths. Never mind.
As far as you're aware, you're stealthed.
Elephant stealthing.
Clomp, 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 clomp. Hey
Look at those
guys.
footprints coming towards me in the ground.
Okay then. Great. Then I approach Sereth and I pin him down with my trunk.
Wow. Okay.
He's finally going for it.
Yep. Oh yeah.
I see that. I run over. I said, "What
Brown
happened?"
chicken, brown chicken, brown cow.
He knows what's going on. That was just Batman.
He knows.
How do you know that?
My great old one didn't
Not tell
give
me.
me all the information. But Sereth he is now a demon. Or he has made a pact with a demon.
Ashak's eyes get huge. He's like, "Seriously?"
Yes. And is pinning him down and slapping him in the face to wake Sereth up.
Wake up, Damio.
Damn it! Don't make me. Don't. Hey. Say, Sarah. Question. Does this cloth smell like chloroform to you?
I should have done that. Hey, Sereth, this isn't like stool to you.
Wakey. It's a visit by the ether bunny.
That probably would have been a smarter idea, yeah.
Sereth doesn't fight back.
Tie him down, now.
Yes,
So
Batman.
Ashak grabs
Dan, you're
rope
just
out of his
Dan,
pack.
you're just getting your kink on, aren't you?
Sereth, you've tormented Gotham for the last time.
I've been out of Ravnica for too long. My lusts must be sated.
In Ravnica, I was Batman. It's all coming back to me.
Actually, what if I cast snare, which is putting a big rope around him and a ring, and then if he moves, it actually ties him up. So that way he doesn't feel tied.
That way he doesn't feel tied up.
That is until the insertion begins.
Well, snare triggers when the creature is in the spell's radius.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Yeah, put the rope down, and then when they walk into that ring that's created, then I get snared. So that won't work. I'll just pull out my rope and tie him up.
Tie him up, make a circle around him, and then cast snare. And that way, if he tries to run, it'll also get him.
No, it's actually going into that spot.
I would presume leaving it would also count.
Just him being in it would trigger it.
Oh.
Yeah, it says the trap triggers when a small, medium, or large creature moves onto the ground or the floor in the spell's radius. So, and then
Also, would I have at least gotten a short rest out of that?
Depends on how long you went into this with.
I would presume it would take a couple of hours to just say hi, let alone the information I gathered and then internalizing it.
I'd say probably a short rest.
Okay. I'll get my spell slots then. So with him tied down, Prescott just, sits down with his legs crossed and his trunk out, and he just stares at him, and his trunk's pointed at him.
Kinky.
Ashok, you can do what it is you've got to do. I can watch him till the group wakes up.
Well, I tranced, so basically a trance is I get the effects of a long rest in a 4 hour.
In a short, okay, sweet, same deal. All I need is a short rest, and I'm good. Actually, technically, I don't need any rest, but to get spell slots back, I need a short.
And everybody else is sleeping, right?
Yeah. So we'll just wait. We're gonna keep. We're gonna keep him awake. I look at him. Why you didn't just run away or leave or tell us? I don't know. But I know what you are, Seraph.
I want to ask. So
You are
I
fungus.
ask him, what do you know about Philo?
Seraph is rather startled by this turn of events. Especially because you guys just woke him from his sleep.
I slapped him a couple times.
Exactly.
That's not exactly not exactly bringing in trust and loyalty to the group, but hey.
Yeah, to be fair, the rest of the group isn't trying to make pacts with demons. Just saying.
I'm just building them.
Yet. Fuck you back there. My mother-in-law said yet.
Wait, you there already?
Yep.
That's what they were doing at the
Motherfucker.
beginning of the game.
Yes, the shit we've been talking about for the last 4 hours, you idiots. You
Yes.
don't listen.
No, I literally don't have my headset on right now. I'm just hearing the background noise again.
My friend goes,
Of it?
she's there already?
Oh wow, that move happened so quick.
Move hasn't happened yet. It's happening Friday.
Did you say that? Did you say lube is happening Friday?
The move.
I
The
thought you said
big
lube.
move.
Fuck, we only have 40 minutes left. Can we please continue?
Yeah. Prescott wants to insert his information into Seraph.
Wait, what?
Seraph looks at you, is still rather startled by this, Ashok, and says, I don't know, Philo just seems interesting.
But how have you even learned about him?
I didn't know of him till we made it here.
You didn't know him by name? Or you didn't know him at all?
How would I have known about this sovereign Philo in a place I've never been?
By making a pact with a demon?
A semen demon.
He seems incredibly lost by this insinuation.
Ashok says, "Look, we came here. We learned that there's 2 sovereigns in this community, and you seem to have taken an interest in Philo, and now we're understanding that there's demonic undertones here. And well, I don't believe I know I didn't, and I can't speak for the rest of the group, but it seems that you have an interest based on possibly more knowledge than we have."
Sereth is the one that had the spots and had the memory wipe, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
And he's also the one who's like progressively, as we've been getting into fights, is producing more and more
Spores.
interesting things as he fights.
And not fighting. Isn't he
mean,
just
he
not
did.
fighting?
He did shoot off arrows. He just
Oh.
couldn't hit anything.
Oh, okay,
Which,
no, fair.
for that
I'm
last
confusing.
battle, nobody could hit anything.
I was confusing him with another.
Yeah. I look at Prescott and I say, he pulls weapons out of thin air.
I mean, to be fair, I don't need to go to sleep anymore, so that's not that unusual.
But I don't think he was doing that before.
I
Was
wasn't.
he?
I wasn't doing that before either. I'm just saying.
Not helping your own case.
Point.
And I kind of look at you and I'm like, so you have a pact?
Yes.
I guess, did I know that already? I think I might have already learned.
Notes, but no. Prescott has not specified.
And I'm like,
Yeah,
so I
touched
pointed.
a little bit about that.
Yeah, I point at Prescott. I point at Sarah. I said, so you both have packs?
Yes, but with different entities, deities, feelings. It's like I said, shades of gray.
How do we know you're any better?
And then Ashok kind of, his face has this like, all of a sudden like a light bulb goes off. He's like, the book, that's your book.
Yes, the book is an instrument with the Great Old One. The Great Old One
It's a source of porn.
is old and very horny, apparently. Coming from the party member who is asleep.
The black god of the woods of the thousand young.
I'm killing the voice because it's killing my throat. Sorry, I'm not gonna. Yeah, that's starting to get to me.
Imagine that. Talking like Batman isn't comfortable.
Who knew?
Oh, I miss you, Adam West. Anyways,
Adam Wee.
His pact and my pact are the same idea, but totally different in execution. The things he can do and the things I can do, not the same. For example, he had to go to sleep. I did not. Can I,
Careful, you never will.
having that knowledge, am I able to pick out what pact is giving him the materialize?
So you know that there's 3 different normal paths that Warlock takes, as far as like a pact boon. There's
Yes.
the familiar, there's the book, and there's the weapon.
His would be the weapon then. Okay, yeah, that's right.
It has nothing to do with the being that you're bonded to, made a pact with, because every warlock has that same choice. But Sereth definitely took the Pact of the Blade.
Okay. Prescott then holds out his book. I know what pact you took. Why didn't you say anything to me? somebody who understands exactly what it is you're going through. Fuck off, peanut gallery back there. Why didn't you say anything?
Why didn't you before now?
And I interject. I'm like, because he's not acting funny. So to
He
speak.
always acts
I
funny.
mean,
Even Prescott looks at Ashok. No, I'm pretty fucking weird.
But
Aslan, why is your butt wet?
and Ashok's kind of got a look like he's like on the edge of trying to put pieces together, and he's just like, I'm almost thinking I'm understanding that what's happening here in Neverlight Grove is related to demonic activity that is happening. And somehow I'm tying, based on what I'm learning about you, Sarah, that it's somehow related.
Whether you know it or not, I believe the pact that you made with your being, with your entity, with your deity, with whatever it is that you want to call it, is the demonic presence here in the Underdark.
Thank you, Aslan.
You're saying my pact, assuming there was one, is the cause of this?
I'll be honest and tell you that I don't have all of the pieces. However, you've lost your memory. You are growing things from your skin. It's very similar to the Myconids and what they're trying to accomplish. And my great old one has specifically stated
oh,
he does not purr. Like, I don't.
I can't help it. His face. He's headbutting me.
Sounds like he's got the croup.
He trills.
Gaspide, Philo, the Demogorgon, everything. What Tashay is here for, what Ashok feels, is the same energy and being.
Okay, it's enough of that.
And my great old one has been around, we'll just say, and
Oh my.
they are one and the same, whether you realize it or not. I strongly believe that from you gaining your consciousness back and forgetting your memories, you have willingly or unwillingly spread the demonic force, or has become a vessel for the demonic force. And I'm not so foolish as to say, well, you can't remember anything beforehand, so you can't defend yourself. I get it. It's a lot, but you lost your memory, and he pokes his cheek, and you're growing things out of you. That's not normal.
Make a perception check. At this point, anyone who's awake who would like to.
At this point, I don't think there's too many people who are asleep.
It's probably been a little noisy.
Yeah, as I was say, Prescott's not exactly known for quiet.
Hey, look, Tungdle found more beer.
I always got.
We're by a small river, and I've used shape water to create like a sword, a water sword, and I've got it like pointed at Sarah.
I thought you were gonna say you were gonna waterboard Sarah.
Waterboard.
We're by a small creek, and so one of our party members just used shape water, and I thought he was gonna say waterboard.
I wish I had. I didn't even think about it. But there's like a big 10-foot water sword just like ready to plunge into Sarah's face. Not that it would do anything to him.
Tungdil and Thulwar, you're still a little bit disoriented from being woken up. You do notice this going on, but you can't. The specifics of what exactly happened kind of escape you as far as sight and hearing. Prescott, Tashay, and Ashok, you still see the red spots on his face, but they haven't spread and they haven't grown any larger, and there's nothing growing from them.
Whoops.
Suppose if I stabbed him in the face with my water sword, it would be like water poured.
No.
Prescott scratches the back of his head and looks at Tashay.
And put your boner away.
And Seraph says, I'm sorry, I can't help but be interested in these Myconid that are professing a different way of life. I mean,
Does have a
yes,
point.
Gaspide seems entirely insane. Who wants to build a mushroom tower to the surface?
Did we just tie up a person and think he was betraying us because he now has a new political belief?
Yes.
Well, I ask him, I say, well, what do you think of Basidia?
I mean, Basidia's way of life seems threatened by this Philo. I don't know what to think. We don't know anything. We know that these two sovereigns have differing views and that one of them seems to be weird, but we haven't met them.
Yeah, we need to go do that.
Can I perceive if like Seraph is scared or anything?
Make an insight check.
You only rolled double me.
More than. Prescott, you're a little bit preoccupied with your train of thought.
On that thought train, Prescott walks over to Tashay and in a low voice, I thought I had the knowledge. I thought I knew what was going on.
You've got a lot of apologizing to do. You better start sucking, and sucking good.
And then you can continue with their insights.
Ashok and Thulwar, you can tell that Seraph is definitely afraid of Prescott, but not for the obvious reasons. Prescott just woke up out of a solid trance and then attacked and had you guys tie him down.
But how does he know that? But that's me out of character because Prescott can't hear. But how does he know that?
You pushed him down and held him down?
But he was asleep. How does he know I was in a trance? Anyways, besides the point.
And beyond a fear of what Prescott may do to him, he's not necessarily afraid of the situation. He's definitely confused, but you also would know with your time with Prescott that they have a way with words. So you don't know what way he's really leaning. They being warlocks.
I get close to Sarah's face and I say, I'm not quite sure what's happening, but don't you become a danger to this party. And then I drop the water sword and it just, all the water just kind of falls on his face. And I walk away from him.
That's...
And he sputters for a moment and says, I would not intentionally endanger this group.
Can I roll another insight to see if he's sincere?
Sure.
Or can I just tell that?
It's hard to tell, but he seems to be honest.
I walk over where Prescott and Shay are talking, and I said, I don't know what to think now. I was nervous for a bit, but now I'm confused.
Something has caused all this, and I think we need to figure this out. We need to go talk to these sovereigns.
I agree.
Then let's do that. Prescott walks over. He picks up a stool. All right, little buddy. It's just Sashay's gonna hold on to you for a little while, and walks back over to Sarathan with his trunk, picks him up by the bindings, and literally just carries him along the side.
And he's still tied up.
Yes.
As a reminder, it's been half a night.
And then places him down in the corner where he can watch him while he continues to sleep. And Tisha can still hold on to little buddy.
I got you, buddy.
I'll cast Goodberry and trance for another 4 hours.
Does Topsy and Turvy trust the whole party or just Dolwar?
Topsy and Turvy seem most taken with Zulwar, but they're not leaving the party at this point.
Prescott goes over to Topsy and Turvy and gets down. I'm sorry to have woken you guys up, but you two are the most powerful in this party, I would wager. I would very much appreciate your help making sure that whatever we have with us is not going to become a demon or
Liability.
a liability and dangerous. So I would love it if you two helped me escort our would-be prisoner when we get back up, when we go, in the morning.
Well, to be fair, if you treat him as a prisoner, he's gonna act like one and leave at the first opportunity. It's a lot easier. It's a lot easier to treat someone as an ally, as a watched ally, than as a mistrusted prisoner.
It's a little
Too
late
late
for
for
that,
that.
though, wouldn't it be?
Not always. Not always.
Well, either way,
you can always apologize.
Prescott is telling
Make
this to
amends.
Topsy and Turvy in a low, and we're away
Yeah,
from
and
him.
that's where,
Yeah.
remember, that's where Tulwar is too.
Okay.
He's with them.
Okay. Well, we'll go with that. I will untie him, and I will take night watch. And in the morning, I need Topsy and Turvy to be my wing guy and wing gal.
They seem to be on board with the watchfulness over Sarith. They seem to have noticed some of the same strange things and possibly more. But they aren't willing to outright treat him as a prisoner, as he has done things like in that Grick fight, he did attempt to fight for you guys.
Fair. I'm not asking them for them to treat him as a prisoner, just help keep watch while we go to the elders. And act if needed.
They seem to be on board with your idea.
Because you also have to remember, Topsy and Turvy have their own problem to deal with as well. That the party is they're trying to get some acceptance with. Were rats.
Yeah, but I trust them more than I trust were-rats more than I trust demons.
No, but it's under the same mindset. They're all going through through various changes, and some are less beneficial than others.
Fair.
We need to try to figure out like when all this started. Like, is this a this
And
is
one
not
and
a
one thing that's very in short supply in the Underdark for legitimate reasons is trust. Tor does not trust most of the party.
Prescott pulls over the main party though. All I know is that since we've been in the Underdark, there's a demonic presence here, and it's tainting everything.
Since we've been in the Underdark, I've lived here all my life.
But since about we came, since about we got captured, this has started. Would you disagree?
I'm not inclined to say no, but strange things happen all the time in the Underdark, so this is just stranger than usual. I'm not gonna lie and say that all the demons here is normal. That is different and worrisome.
And showed up about the time that we all got captured and that Sereth.
What? Just because the time is similar doesn't mean they are linked in that way.
No, but for them to have conveniently forgotten his memories and come upon these changes and have made a demonic pact.
There are many demons. They necessarily just because he has a demon pact doesn't mean it's the pact with the same demons that are invading as well. Not even the demons aren't even agree with each other. That's something you should know too.
The same taint and feeling going through Neverlight Grove, going through Gaspide, going through the Underdark is the same in Seraph.
Well, let me know if you figure it out. I'm gonna pass out.
Well, in effect right now you have two choices. Accept him and trust him until such time as he gives reason that the trust is no longer valid, i.e. turns against us, or let him go and be done with it. All you're doing right now is making it harder for him to choose the former over the latter.
Prescott goes back to his trance and makes hand motions towards Bulwar and Tishay, like you two figure it out.
He's not my prisoner.
Not like that. Like do what you want with him, untie him, whatever, what have you.
I mean, Tolwar doesn't trust him any more than it trusts the other ones, but he hasn't given him reason to not. Well, I'm trying to think of the right word for it. Not as much distrust, but
He hasn't fucked us up over.
pretty much. So unless Tashay disagrees, Tolwar is going to walk over, untie Sereth, apologize to him for Prescott's rather rude and otherworldly behavior, and bid him good eve as it goes back to over to Topsy Turvy to resume snooze.
To resume snoo?
Snooze, as in sleep.
Sleep.
Snooze.
Okay,
Like what I
good,
need to be doing soon.
good to know. Tholwar is fucking our 2 were-rats.
Well, we're all Smurf Neblin. We did lose a couple other ones earlier. Besides, Tholwar has another reason to keep Sereth around. More bodies means means that if somebody attacks us, there is somebody else that basically could be attacked before him.
Meat shields.
In a way of saying, but in this case, a meat shield that has some offense ability. Again,
This meat shield fights back.
Yeah, as I said, he has not yet shown reason for him to be not trusted. Any more than he has. Okay, yeah, he has not shown reason to be trusted. But the latter. But the thing is, though, it's the scales are currently weighted a bit more in his favor than against, in Tholwar's eyes, based on his actions. If things change, then they change. Loyalties shift in the Underdark all the time. It's particularly with certain races, but you make do with what you can until that time. Then you kill him afterwards.
I agree. I don't think he should be detained.
Yeah, like that. Thor is premature. Like I said, already untied him and apologized, and given basically in Ceres's in view, just like look over, give Prescott the hairy eyeball and went back to bed. Went back to sleep over Trizera.
Yep. And then when we wake up, we're definitely gonna go see the Sovereigns.
There's quite a bit of possibility everywhere.
Cool.
Considering time and the fact that Silver already left us, we'll go ahead and wrap up here. It is close enough to time at this point.
Yeah.
Cool. Literally a good session, eh?
We
may not have technically gotten a lot done, but there was a lot of very important discussion over what the hell's going on. And you did kill a couple of Grick.
got that sweet, sweet XP.
And we're gonna need a whole lot more for next level still.
Fuck yes, we will. All right, maybe we can find out some good information and maybe make a milestone or something.
I mean, by this point, leveling is designed to slow down. That's just what it is.
Yeah, right.
On the flip side, the XP rewards start ramping up as we take care of more difficult stuff. So it's usually it slows down, but it doesn't crawl until that starts to happen. Like, well, you get to the teens.
At this point, yes, there's a ways to go, but it's not infinite.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Most modules go from X level to Y level, so